if you had no boundaries, if you weren't still living in the past, what future would you like to create? I was always aware of this energy or something else that was possible, but there was nothing in my life that was an example of that. So I was always looking, I was always reaching for what else is out there. And it really didn't show up until I was 45 years old in Access Consciousness. The weirdest, wildest, wackiest tool out of anything that I've ever done. What's beautiful about Access is just it allows you to have more of you, and you start to actually perceive that you don't have to function from any limitation in any area of your life. Like a kid in a candy store. It's like, oh, this candy. All these choices of candy to choose from. And all he has to do is make a choice. First, it could be kind of overwhelmed, like, oh my God, I don't know even what to choose. I've never had this much space. I never had this much knowing of what was actually possible. Because your whole life you've been, if you have too much, it can hurt you. If you have too much candy, you'll have a tummy ache. If you have too much candy, it'll lead to diabetes. So it's always like from this point of view, if you have too much of anything, it will kill you and destroy you. So many people have this point of view that if they're too powerful, if they're too potent, if they're operating in their capacities at their fullest level, that it may be too much. Those are the points of view that actually stop us and limit us from actually being everything we could possibly be. The world needs you to be too much. The world requires you to be too much. Because if you're willing to be everything that you are, then you become the example of possibility for your family, for your community, for your country, for the planet, and you leave the world a better place than when you arrived. So it's like, what would you like to choose now to create a different reality? If you were truly being all of you, when would you choose to be you? What are you waiting for? The time is now. Whatever you choose now, that creates the future. When a lot of people don't think that things can change, they can change, but you have to be willing to make a different choice. What can you choose now that you haven't even considered, that if you chose it, would create a whole different future?